Coming up next is the holiday edition of BRAWLN News number 95, and we have stories on the WWE Network. Now it's going to be rocketing your way in February with over 100 YouTube channels. That's a hell of a network. It's on YouTube. Also, we've got stories on the medical condition of Georges St. Pierre. What's up with him? We also have stories on the Showtime Strikeforce deal that is still chugging along and is still putting Strikeforce on Showtime. We also are going to talk about the next season of Ultimate Fighter, and we're going to wrap it up with Jesse Neal and his problems with TNA, whose sex I change inadvertently in the broadcast. So be sure to watch it. All that after this.
Yes, the beards are mandatory. BRAWLN News, episode 95, Mounting Injuries to Climb.
Wear the hat. Boy, there you perfect. That's perfect.
Merry Christmas, folks! How you doing? Comic Book Man here. Welcome to the end of my video outhouse. It's time for my little elf, Bo.
Get to fighting.
Bo, what time is it? It's BRAWLN News time. BRAWLN News.
How you doing? I'm Harpo Mark.
BRAWLN News is coming here from this place, Alternate Reality, which is located at the intersection of 100
His hat's too tight.
Beautiful downtown Mount Greenwood. Alternate Reality. We're all new comics. You're always 15% off every day for everyone. Oh my goodness gracious! BRAWLN News. Bo, the WWE Network. It is. The time is just slipping away to 2012 when it's going to debut and take the world by storm. And I know that you have a story that says they're expecting huge ratings from the WWE Network. Just starting out of the gate.
They've been telling cable and satellite companies that they expect a 40 million viewer launch.
40 million!
Okay. They don't even have a carrier yet, and it's supposed to start before WrestleMania. Now,
why, I'm watching it right now.
Now they are working with the folks at Comcast, so apparently they will be on Comcast because they're helping them negotiate deals. But yeah, 40 million home.
Comcast, where they give you something extra in every single cable box.
And that when the network debuts,
Their mascot.
on April 1st, 2012, in theory, that will be the end of WWE Classics on Demand. It'll go away.
Oh man, I was never using it in the first place.
Well, neither was I. But on February the 1st, the WWE will be launching a new WWE YouTube channel.
I'm excited! A YouTube channel.
YouTube made.
We're on YouTube.
YouTube made some kind of content deal
YouTube.
where they're going to basically introduce on the YouTube massive website 100 different new channels, and the WWE will be one of the 100. Stuff you see stuff there you can never see.
100 different channels on YouTube, all related to WWE.
No, just for the WWE. There'll be 99 other channels based and involving God knows what.
Comic Book Man, we were 101.
We'll find out on February the 1st when you go to YouTube and go, whoa, what is all this stuff?
We missed
What
it
is
by,
all this crap?
Missed it by that much.
So, you excited about that?
That can be kind of interesting. I looked at YouTube a couple weeks ago, and it's much cleaner and it looks nicer.
Yeah, they've been doing some work on YouTube. They've been doing some
the hell
construction work on it.
Yeah, they've been tweaking. I mean, they've been doing it. Twitter's been doing it. Twitter updated their stuff, made it a little cleaner, and Facebook is still Facebook.
I do construction work on the store's website all the time. I'm always dinking with the front
tweaking.
page and the news sections. As a
You
matter
move
of fact,
stuff around.
I just redid you now have a Boxo News on the front
I
page.
do?
Yes, you do. You have a
As
Boxo
of when?
News.
Now?
As of today. I finished it.
You'd rather have a box of chicken wings.
That's what I spent most of the day at the store doing
Really?
when I wasn't making money.
I was on there. I was on there earlier. And it wasn't there.
When I wasn't selling people fine holiday presents to bring joy and delight to the hearts of all the little children, no matter what their ages are, I was busy screwing around with the website.
That's your first best destiny, Comic Book
Okay,
Man.
sounds good to me.
Next up, MMA, Ultimate Fighter. Uriah Heep is fighting Dominic's the food store.
You're right.
Okay, this is what there actually will not be one new season of Ultimate Fighter starting in March. There'll be two.
Dose!
The regular Ultimate Fighter coaches will be Uriah Faber and Dominic Cruz, two guys who can't stand each other.
There
So
you
it should
go.
be real interesting. And it'll also
And
be
there's your tension.
it'll be a show on FX, and instead of it being a 6-week season, it'll be a 13-week season because you'll be able to see the live fights starting on FX January the 1st. So you'll have a week of what they've been doing in the house, and then at the end of the show, you'll have fights and commentary. You're also at the end of the month, you're going to see Ultimate Fighter Brazil.
Brazil!
They're going to take the concept.
Olympics are coming there.
The Olympics are
2016.
coming there, and they will put a whole bunch of cards there as well. The coaches for that will be Wanderlei, the ex-murderer Silva, and Vitor Belfort. Both of those shows, I think the Uriah Faber cruise thing pops up like the first week in March, and the Brazil show pops up at the last part of March.
Okay.
But it'll all be part of FX, and they said the UFC is going to be all over FX and every Fox channel there is.
Okay. One of the people who you may not be seeing for a while is GSP, who I hear is an owie.
Yeah, he had they thought he just had a basic knee injury, but they found out he actually tore something in his ACL. He'll be out for at least 6 to 10 months. So he was supposed to be fighting Nick Diaz for his title. He can't fight him anymore, so Carlos Condit, who was supposed to be fighting him, GSP in the first place, and then they pushed him off to the side so he can get the Diaz fight. Condit will be fighting Nick Diaz for the interim title, GSP's interim title, in February in Las Vegas. Okay. So it was just like boom, boom, boom. And Josh Koscheck's got another fighter too, but the card had to be moved again. This seems to be like a UFC tradition because they announce these fights and then somebody ends up getting hurt.
Oh, that's so sad. That's so sad. Maybe if they stop punching each other in the face.
Well, these are always knee injuries and ankle injuries. So this doesn't even involve punches. This involves like moving around, being a bipedal person walking.
A bipedal person.
Bipedal. Look it up, kids. Bipedal. Look it up. Get a thesaurus, why don't you?
On previous episodes, we've talked about the Strikeforce Showtime deal and how it is still alive and how it's still Strikeforce is still showing up on Showtime. We got an update on it.
Actually, I think there's a Showtime card tonight. To be honest,
tonight, our time.
But the deal has been set.
Which means it's happened already. Hope you enjoyed it.
No, it's happening. Actually, it's happening.
It was a great fight.
Well, it's in California, so it hasn't even started yet.
Oh, you still got time.
You still have time.
Rush to your TV.
Rush to your TV or watch the replays because Showtime will run the hell.
Rush to your TARDIS.
But the deal's been made. The deal's been extended.
Yes.
The biggest part of this deal is the fact that Strikeforce will no longer have a heavyweight division.
Ooh.
All the heavyweights will be hanging out at UFC, and the top division in the Strikeforce will now be the light heavyweight division and the women's division because they've got a bunch of female fighters and so forth. People are going, are we going to see any more of these fights for the women? Yes. Strikeforce still has a contract, and so women will keep fighting.
Okay.
More women!
Our last story up brings us back to wrestling. We started off with WWE. We did a bunch of MMA stories. Now we're going back to wrestling. Wrapping it up there with a story on Jessie Neal and how her and TNA have come.
Jessie Neal's a guy.
Oh, Jessie Neal, the guy.
As in Jesse Ventura. But he spells it different.
I assume it was Jessica. Okay. How Jessica Neal, who has man boobs.
He's a war vet. Chaos.
Ah, well, if he's a war vet. Which war?
The Iraq War.
Oh, that one. Okay. How he's having problems with TNA, who don't give him no respect.
Well, TNA made this kind of deal where they were going to have their fighters train at Ohio Valley Wrestling,
yes,
which was the WWE's former farm team.
Used
and
to
so
be,
what they wanted the wrestlers to do who weren't being used on a regular basis, they wanted them to go down to Louisville, Kentucky and work with Ohio Valley. Okay. Jessie Neal said, you're not paying me enough to go down there, so I'm not going. So after about a couple weeks, they finally said, well, if you just want to go, right, go ahead and go.
Okay.
So he's no longer with TNA. He might pop up in the WWE. You never know. He's got a good look. He's a war vet. He's got spikes. He's got tattoos. He was also trained by the Dudley Boys at their school, and he can talk. And he's not a bad wrestler. So maybe he's one of those guys that'll be popping up in the WWE because he said, "I'm not going to Louisville, Kentucky to hang out every week because there's nothing to do there."
And he has man boobs?
No, he doesn't have man boobs.
Oh, okay. And that's it.
He has an obsession with man boobs.
Hardly. Woman boobs, yes, but not man. But that's it. We're done with Finisher out of here. We got no more BRAWLN news, but you can go to the store's website and check out all of the BRAWLN news. This man sends me, I post up there in his Boxo news. And where is the website at?
Sarah knows.
Once you let your mind go numb, the rest is easy. www.maraltonetreality.com.
So, stop off at the store's website and check out all of his news. And until next time, this is Comic Book.
And this is Bo.
Hoping that all of you have had, are going to have, will have, and have had a happy holiday season and the best to all to you and yours. Until next time, this is me.
This is me.
Saying, bye.
The Video Outhouse is brought to you by some of the finest people willing to work for free. This is a list of some of them.